Hey guys, DJ Bricks here, back for another review. And before we get started, I just want to thank all my new subscribers. If you're not already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you know when I'm uploading new videos, as well as hit that like button and comment your thoughts of what you think of this set and let me know. But today I do have a Lego 2021 Ninjago Legacy set based off of Season 2. It is the Overlord Dragon. It is 71742. Recommended ages is 7+, and it has 372 pieces, and it retails for $30 here in the United States. Before we get into this, I will say that it is nice seeing them use the Ninjago Legacy line to give us the Overlord Dragon, which we actually didn't get back in the day. They never made this, so I like that they are taking this opportunity to make this for the fans to celebrate 10 years of Lego Ninjago. But let's take a closer look at this set, starting as always with the minifigures. Looking at the Lloyd figure that comes in this set, it is the golden Lloyd that we've been getting in the Legacy sets since the start in 2019. But this figure is exclusive for one simple purpose, and I mean one simple reason, and it's his head is the normal Lloyd head instead of the gold, which is way more show accurate. And he's got some nice torso printing there and some leg printing there. Comes with a standard gold katana, and there you can see his head unobscured. And like I said, it's the exact same Lloyd head we've been getting since the Ninjago movie, since they rebooted the Ninjago line. And taking that back sheath off for a moment, you can see the back of his torso printing there, along with the alternate side of his face there. And if you wanted to know, that's what his alternate face looks like underneath the hood there. If you didn't know, the sheath can fit one sword in there like that, if you don't want him carrying it around, which looks nice. And I forgot to mention that this mask here is dual molded. The green is injected into the gold there, but that does it for Lloyd. So taking a look at the Overlord figure for this set, it is pretty much the exact same design we've been getting for the Legacy line, except for they made this version exclusive and made him a little bit more show accurate with an exclusive torso print there. And it's got a nice little metallic sheen, as you can see there. And there's some of the back torso printing. He comes with a little accessory representing energy he's shooting out, and this piece in that color only comes in one of the other set. So it's a good inclusion if you want that part there. And taking a look at his head and his torso without the armor and helmet on, like I said, it's the exact same translucent purple head we got at the start of the Legacy line. There's literally no difference to it. It just gives you a better look. And yeah, he does have back head printing, but it gets covered up by the helmet. So I don't know what the point of printing that on there is. And then you can see the back of the torso without all the armor obscuring it there. And that does it for the... So looking at the Overlord Dragon, first of all, wow, I was not expecting the Dragon to be this big. The packaging certainly doesn't show that, and the piece count doesn't imply it, but here is Lloyd right there, just to kind of give you a scale of the size. This is a massive build, and I love that. It makes it unique. It makes you feel like you get your money's worth. And looking over this thing, there is some nice techniques used. The nice coloring of blue and purple. It's a color pairing that they've used before, but it really looks good here. They don't use one color over the other too much. And as such, with that color pairing, you do get several parts in dark blue and purple that we haven't gotten before. But taking a look at his tail down here, it's very nice. And looking up here at his head, the head is made up of a new piece, and it's just molded twice. One with this nice eye print here, and it has some very gnarly teeth. But it looks really good. It is dual molded, and these teeth are rubbery, and you can see it looks good either opened or closed, and the teeth kind of pair into each other like that, which looks really good. He does have a very spindly body frame, and looking underneath here, some place you wouldn't expect detail, but looking at his chest down here, it very reflects the torso printing that's on the Overlord, since this is supposed to be an extension of him. And you get some nice posability with it, so let's go over that now. As you saw, you can open and close the jaw. There is a neck ball joint at the neck here, and you can pretty much get that any way you want it. The wings have one ball joint at the connection here. You can go wherever you want with that, which is good, and has some claws here which can be moved up and down. The tail back here is free floating. It's attached with these tail and hinge pieces that are kind of loose, so it just moves however you have the figure, however you have the dragon, however you're playing with it, it'll whip back and forth. It's not really something you can pose all that much, but it is fun if you're playing with it. And then you get ball joints for the back tail feathers here where you can pose these however. The legs are kind of pre-bent in certain ways, but you get a ratchet joint here at the thigh, and it'll pretty much stay wherever you put it. And you get a full range of motion wherever. And then down here at the leg, like I was saying, you got some interesting building techniques, because you got a latch hooked into there and there just to give this foot some interesting shaping. But you get a ball joint right here, so you can get a little bit of ankle articulation. And then the claws here can be individually posed. But I will say, posing him in certain positions, it's kind of hard, considering he is kind of back heavy. There's not a lot of weight up here at the front, so if you don't have him posed all the way right, he will fall forward just because there's so much weight back here and the legs are so far back, and there's not really that much stuff to support him. And before I forget, up here, these two studs up here, you can take, so you can put the Overlord right there up to seat him and have him ready to charge into battle on his trusty steed. But that does it for this awesome build. And there he goes again. So, yep, like I was saying, really back heavy. But that does it for the build. So taking a look at the box, it's the standard Lego Ninjago Legacy design for a box, but they did change it up this year and replaced Kai with some gold on him to celebrate the 10-year anniversary of the Ninjago line. Down here, as always, we got a little call out telling you what season this particular set is based off of, and a QR code to scan, which will bring you to that season. Minifigure call out down there as always. On the top of the box, we got the minifigures with Golden Lloyd there, showing the actual size reference. And then the back of the box just gives you a bunch of play scenarios for the set, as well as various play features and specs of the set. And corresponding with the other legacy sets, it shows you a couple of screenshots from the show of the particular moment this set comes from. And on the side of the box, you get a nice little graphic of Golden Lloyd there. So taking a look at the instructions, it's kind of a big square booklet, and it's all in one. And it's a fairly straightforward build. Takes the build in a couple bags, so you can split it up if you want to. But it does have 72 pages of building, as well as the back of the manual has a cross-sell for the rest of the 10th anniversary figures, along with showing you that each of the legacy sets this year comes with a specialized celebratory figure. And the last two pages, as always, are the parts list in case you need it. And corresponding with Ninjago, the Win back page has Ninjago movie Lloyd on the back. Alright, for extra pieces for the Overlord Dragon, you get a couple of slopes in a couple different colors, couple different quarter tiles in blue and purple. You get an extra one of the minifigure holders, Technic, a couple studs, an extra ball joint piece, and what's really neat is you get an extra one of the steer horn pieces in black, which only comes in a handful of sets, and it's really nice that you get an extra one of those. So my final thoughts for the Overlord Dragon, first thing that threw me for a loop was his sheer size. I was not expecting the dragon to be as big as he is, because the box doesn't do that good of a job showing off his scale. But I do like that. It was a very quick build, and they do use a lot of cool techniques, especially in the feet down here. There's a lot of cool part recolors, especially these fin pieces in purple. They're exclusive to the set currently, as well as a number of the dark blue pieces. I do love all the posability you can get this thing in, but on the flip side of that, he's, as stated, he's very front heavy, which is a downside. But And figures, both figures are necessary for the set. I do like that they're both exclusive in some way, and I like that Lloyd is at least show accurate for the first time, which is nice. And the instructions and quality wise, I mean, the kind of deception on the box of making this thing look smaller than it is, not a huge fan of that. And my instructions were shoved into the box. And for all in all, price wise, I think for $30 you get a lot for your money. The sheer size of this behemoth surely shows that it is worth the price. You get a very big playable dragon for kids, all for $30. You get a good selection of the main good guy and bad guy of an entire season there. And it's a really nice set of something we have never gotten before in the Lego Ninjago line, surprisingly, shockingly. So all in all, the Overlord Dragon gets a solid 8.5 out of 10 from me. So comment below, let me know what you think of the set, and I will see you in the next video. Until next time.